I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes about 3 weeks ago. A week ago, I was given insulin based off of my fasting numbers being a little bit too high. I'm supposed to be under 90, and I have been getting closer to 95, 96, 100 range. I went on a gestational diabetes support group just to see what other women were going through and if the fasting numbers was something that everybody was dealing with, because they say that that's the number that's the hardest to control because your placenta kind of takes over and releases hormones and does whatever it is. I'm not a doctor. When I was researching this on the page, I found out that the machine that I was given by my insurance was wildly inaccurate for most people. So I decided to do my own research and went out and bought my own machine from Walmart. It had really good reviews. It was like number one at-home glucose meter, whatever. I'm going to show you guys the numbers that I got from one machine versus the other. The One Touch is the one that I got through my insurance, and Contour Next is the one that I bought myself at Walmart. So you can see after a meal, I was at 101 with my old machine and 85 with the new one. My fasting numbers were 91 versus 81. 91 would be considered high. 81 would be perfectly in range. Same with my fasting number here. I was at 95 with my One Touch, but 82 with my Contour Next. The reason that this is important is because the only reason I was put on insulin was because of my high fasting numbers. When I took the insulin, I had a bad reaction. I did not feel well, so I did not take it again. Since I quit taking the insulin, I only took it one day, and I've been testing with this machine. I have not had one high fasting number. I'll show you what my numbers were looking like before I switched machines. Almost all of my after meal numbers are within range. I'm supposed to be under 130 after an hour, and we did have Thanksgiving one of these days. But regardless, my fasting numbers were all high. But since my new machine shows like a 15-point difference, almost none of those numbers, if I had been using that machine originally, they wouldn't have been high. So I wouldn't have been put on insulin. I will be talking to my doctor Friday, bringing her both my Contour Next and my One Touch numbers and seeing what she has to say, but I will not be taking insulin because I do not believe that my body needs it, and I think it's more harmful for my baby than it is helpful.